Liberation is the sudden, spontaneous recognition. It's almost like nothing recognizing itself as nothing, even though it's not it or self. I'm just using words. All words are duality. There's no other way to speak but in the story. But it's like the sudden realization that there never was an individual, there never was a person, there never was a me that had a life story. And what the life story was was a dream, and that what the dream was a this immediacy of what's appearing to happen immediately. Like, this is all there is. Whatever's happening right now, if you're sitting on a chair watching this video, this is it. This is all there is. This is wholeness. Totally complete. Nothing else exists except for this. Nothing's ever happened except for this. And even this is not happening. This is timeless. This can't be known. It's unknowable. You can't even grasp it. It's happening so fast. Just like all these words are appearing and disappearing into nothingness, from nothingness. It's not happening. It appears to be happening, but it's not really happening. And what the life story is, or the story of me, is this appearing to happen, but believing it's real and piecing it together in a sequence like a film strip. So it's like single frames in a projector of this immediacy put together in a long film strip called your life story. And that me is like wearing all of that, what was appearing to happen, appearing and disappearing, but not seeing the gaps in the film, thinking it was real, and carrying it in a backpack, basically. In a heavy ass backpack called me. And that was like identifying with everything that was appearing to happen as this is happening to me, and thinking it's real, taking it seriously, and feeling doomed. That's basically what it is. And that is an illusion. There is no me. There is no life story. You were never even born. Are you being born right now? No. You're sitting here or standing here looking at a screen. This is it. This is everything. Even quantum physics talks about that. Like, this is a snapshot. This is a snapshot. That's everything. And nothing exists outside of this. Nothing happened before this. There's no past. It's just this. It's just timelessly this. And it's so obvious that it's too obvious. It's too obvious because it's too intimate. It's too right freaking here for the me to see it, because the me is the illusion of the story, of the life story. And it's looking for something outside. It's looking for a something in the dream. And the me is the dream. So it can't figure it out. It can't liberate itself from the dream because it is the dream. And all there is liberation. You can't escape liberation, because liberation is this. Looking at a screen. It's this. And it's happening, it's appearing to happen so fast that you can't even grasp it. And it's unknowable because you can't get outside of everything to know anything. You are the unknown. This is unknowable. And this is abundant freedom. And because there is no past and there is no before, it's like a clean slate every moment. There is no moment because there's no time, but just using that as a word to represent this. You didn't have a life story. You didn't have a story. Nothing happened before this. There was no yesterday. You can't even clearly remember yesterday. It's kind of foggy, like a dream, because it was a dream. All there is this, and this is empty yet full, because this is nothing appearing as everything. So it's a paradox. It's empty fullness. It's the absolute relative. It's all there is this. And it's so obvious. And when it becomes obvious, which is not becoming, it's just this recognition of this, like the nothing seeing nothing, there can be a wow, there can be a holy shit, I can't believe I didn't see this before, it's so fucking obvious, and I'm free. I've always been free. There never was a story, there never was a me, there never was a character named Jenny that had a story. There's nothing sticky. It's like a clean slate every moment. So there's no responsibility. There's no consequence. There's no cause and effect. It's new. It's new. It's new. It's new. Every moment is new. And that is liberation. Liberation is all there is. It's this. It's this immediacy. It's everything. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. It's so beautiful, and there's nothing outside of this. There's no world, because the world is just an abstraction, which is thoughts. So it's like using the imagination to formulate something called a world, where there's countries. There's no countries. There's just sitting and looking at a screen. All of that's in the imagination. There's no world. There's nothing outside this. And even when you so-called travel or fly to something called another country, all there is the immediacy of a street or a building or a sidewalk. There's nothing called a country. That's imagination. It's hilarious. It's beautiful. It's a love story for no one, which is why my blog is called A Love Story for No One, because there's no one doing it. There's no one here. There's no one inside the body. It's just an appearance. It's the abundant, boundless freedom, the boundless energy of wholeness appearing as this. It's just energy, and energy